Good morning, YouTube. I just watched The Sword of God, and they're going for April the 4th. They just dropped 70 days right in on the calendar and brought us to April the 4th because it didn't happen on January the 23rd. I love all these sites. You learn something new from them. I can see for sure that there is a group of people that are raptured to the third heaven. There's another group that came out of great tribulation, a group which no man can count, so great it was, that came out of tribulation. And then there's that group that stayed here on earth to see the holy city set down. Those are the ones that inherit the earth. What's bugging me is these dates. I've been watching for a long time. These dates have been getting closer and closer and closer and closer. Then all of a sudden here at the end, Dr. Barriah brings us to April the 28th because of Stellarium and the way everything lines up there, which I agree with. And then April the 4th, they just dropped 70 more days in there. And I don't know. Here's my feeling, or here's my thought. We all, every single one of us, all of us, contribute to the body of God. Some of us do it through gematria, some of us do it through dreams and visions, some of us by just taking that Bible apart like the Sword of God does, and Dr. Barriah and them. But the rest of us are just kind of working every day and aren't studying like that every day. And if you read in Isaiah 17, it keeps pointing to Damascus. Damascus is like something that I've looked for a long time. I am not looking forward to watching those poor people be destroyed, but the Bible says it's going to happen. If you live in Damascus, get out, because it's going to happen. To me, what I see, or what I think, is just as in the days of Noah, God told him 120 years to build the ark. So he also said a generation for that was 120 years times 50 Jubilee years. That's 6,000 years. That's the 6,000 years. You could count back to when the creation happened till now, and we're right at the 6,000 years. There's several ways to get to where we're at. We are the end time generation. Don't get me wrong, it's going to happen. Just nobody actually knows the day or the hour, and I kind of leaning towards that. However, in Noah's case, Jesus references both Noah and Jonah. He was in the belly of the whale for 3 days and 3 nights. That's still bugging me, you know. Was the time Jesus was in the belly of the earth 3 days and 3 nights, as if, and he was sacrificed, paid the penalty before the foundations of the world. But that's another subject. But Jonah went into Nineveh after 3 days and warned them that in 40 days he was going to destroy the world. The same 40 days that's spoken of in Noah. But he warned Noah. Who's he talking to? That's the part I love about the Sword of God and Ministry Revealed, is you have to ask yourself, who is he talking to? So that 40 days has something to do with somebody else. But the 7 days that he warned Noah, those 7 days that he warned Noah knew for 120 years in advance because he built the ark. But then 7 days beforehand, he knew. And what's our marker? All these things that these guys are figuring out in their timelines and all this stuff. I mean, to me, from what I read in the Bible, our final marker is Damascus. What if 7 days after Damascus is destroyed is the rapture? Now, what if Damascus gets destroyed on, 7 days before April 4th? May at the end, you know what I mean? March, at the end of March, or Dr. Barry's April 28th and 7 days before on April 21st. So I don't know. That's kind of the way I'm leaning. I'm leaning towards looking at Damascus again. The Bible tells us to look to Damascus. So I think we need to look to Damascus like the Bible says. And I don't think I think we're going to be warned. I think we're going to be told. And I just think that the Christians that are watching are going to recognize that sign. And Damascus, I think, is a sign. So Israel right now, I've seen, is having negotiations with Syria. Damascus, I believe they have a lot of bad stuff in Damascus. And something terrible is going to happen in Damascus. And I think that once that happens, I'm going to jump on here and say, okay, let's watch 7 days. Who knows? Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. All right, just a short video, just my thoughts. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, we'll talk to you all later. Bye.